I just can't help it. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to all of you for coming here again. That is dedication. That is love for our freedom and for our nation. And that's what we need at this moment. We need to keep going at it. We need to hold the line, and we need to work on it 24/7. Freedom doesn't take a break. We can't just be here for a few hours and then carry on with our daily exercise or whatever we're doing. Just think about it. If you were at war, which we are, would you go home after you fight on the field and have some food and hug your kids and watch TV? No. We're right there, boots on the ground, and that's what we have to do here too. So anyways, I said my piece. Now, just a little bit of information about the convoy. I don't think we've ever addressed it, and I've learned this from a professional convoy leader from Kelowna, from the Resistance. They do it every week, and they practice around town once a week during, I think, midweek, Wednesday or Thursdays. So anyways, first of all, I just want all of you to be aware of the Zello app. How many of you know and have the Zello app? Not too many, see? So Zello app, please download it, put it in your phone, and our group is called Convoy, Okanagan Freedom Convoy, capital O, capital F, capital C. That way, once you have it downloaded, you will be in touch, we will all be in touch on the convoy. So you know what's going on, you know where we are, you know what we're approaching. If we have any issues on the road, you are informed. Very, very important to have the Zello to stay in communication with us. The second thing is, when you are in the convoy, well, when you want to join the convoy, please keep in mind that the first 3 to 4 cars are always us, the ones that are leading the convoy. So please try and join us at the back or behind the first 3 to 4 cars. Don't try to jump in front of us, because you're gonna kind of mess up with us and what we have planned. Then when you are in the convoy, always be focused on the person in front of you, never to the people behind you. You do not have to worry about them. You're focusing on the front, they're focusing on the front, and so on. Also very, very important, close the gap. Close the gap. And one very, very important aspect of it when we're on the road is the person that is at the last one in the convoy, at the very back of the convoy. If we are to switch lanes going to the left or going to the right, the person at the back makes sure that there's nobody behind them, and then they change lanes first. So that way they block that lane and allow us to move either to the left or to the right. Very, very important for the safety of all of us in the convoy and for the safety of the other drivers. So that's all. I hope you're having a good time, and I just want to thank each and one of you for coming back here, for keep coming, don't stop, keep fighting at home. Know that this will be over once we regain our freedoms, if we stay on it and we start fighting, and we do not stop fighting. So hold the line. Thank you again for coming.
Thanks, Beatrice. So a really important part of getting our message out and spreading the word too is this alternative media. Alternative media is the wave of the future. We all know mainstream media is nothing but a bunch of BS. If anything, it's absolutely detrimental and full of lies. It's bought out propaganda. And I'm not going to mince any words here. So we've got Marcel Ernie here. Marcel Ernie is key to getting the word out. Fantastic representation. Getting that word out is so important. Marcel, I looked at Marcel's YouTube channel today, and it said it was terminated. Marcel, do you have any idea what the best way to view your videos are?
So 2 days ago, one of my videos was talking about Ukraine and Russia was flagged as hate speech, and it was actually just Sergei Lavrov at talking to the public, answering questions. So essentially it's just censorship. So I appealed it, and it came back saying, no, we're going to keep your channel suspended. Now suspended is terminated. And I might, once you lose one channel, they'll actually come after all your channels, because I have 3 channels that are Ernie Racing News, Ernie Racing Reports, and Marcel Ernie. So there still is a channel called Marcel Ernie where I have most of the news, but I'm definitely moving people towards Rumble, and Rumble is rumble.com/user/Ernie Racing. So again, just type in Ernie Racing on Rumble and you'll find me there. But it's very difficult to use Rumble. It's very slow. It takes all night to upload a video that takes 15 minutes on YouTube. So yeah, I'm filming this event, and this will go on Rumble and the main YouTube. And then I'm leaving from here up to Salmo Crescent to go find James Topp and the crew. And so I will be documenting them for the next week on the road. And then I'll come back here in a week from now. But yeah, you know, it really sucks about the censorship, but you know, it is what it is, guys, and just got to keep moving.
Thanks, Marcel. And on that note, too, we've also got a young man here from Osoyoos who's doing some really nice work, too. His YouTube channel is called Treading on Dragons, and his name is Eric. And we like to promote diversity, too. So, Eric, Treading on Dragons on YouTube. And he's putting out some really good material as well.
Just Google it. It's the first thing that pops up on Google.
First thing that pops up on Google is Treading on Dragons. So between Marcel Ernie and Eric and all those other alternative media sources out there, it's a good way to stay on top of things. And we have our first 2 Americans that I see over there. Hello! Woo! Welcome to the border, ladies. So that's spectacular. And there's going to be more to come. We're anticipating them coming at about 2:30. So 2:30, we're going to hold off on the American Anthem until about then. But we'll be singing the Canadian Anthem shortly. We were going to have a bouncy castle today, but it got postponed due to the weather. The bouncy castle could have turned into the mud wrestling castle, which would have been kind of fun anyways. However, it was recommended by the organizers that we hold off on that. So hopefully, if the weather's nice next weekend, it's supposed to be good. The bouncy castle for the kids. So put it out there. Everyone who's got kids, everyone who wants to bring kids, the bouncy castle will be available in the future weekends. So that's really important as well. The outhouses, there's one over here, and I moved 2 of them over here for more accessibility. If there's a problem with those outhouses, toilet paper, please let us know. Nessie, myself, B, or anyone under the tent over there. Face painting is on. Yeah, these are incredible times. Once again, you know, we move further down this path of freedom and seeking our freedom back and demanding our freedom back. And I find for myself, it gets frustrating sometimes. It gets frustrating, and I'm not gonna hide that. I'm completely, you know, balls to the wall, open with you guys about whatever's on my mind, and I think it's probably on a lot of other people's minds too. And it's really important to stay focused on this. You know, we're getting people talking about, why are you still protesting? Why are you still protesting? Well, there's many reasons why we're still protesting. You know, I still can't eat at a restaurant for the next month. I can't fly out of the country. You know, the list goes on. The culpability of our politicians and medical health officers that need to be held accountable. The list goes on, and we're going to speak more about that in weeks to come. So hold the line and stay strong. This isn't over, you know. No doubt about it, it's not over. It's really critical. There is no tomorrow with fixing this. Fixing this is critically important, you know. So stay cool, stay calm, stay focused. And direct action, you know, take it to them. Take it to them. Any opportunity you can. Speak the word. Speak the word of freedom. You see some people in grocery stores that have taken off their masks and they're experimenting with showing their face again. Say hello to them. You know, the tellers in the grocery store, the tellers at the banks that have their mask off. Say, it's so nice to see your face. You know, it's so nice to see you. Welcome back to the land of the living. Anything to promote it. You know, welcome back. And it's just really critically important. And I'll leave it at that for now. I have many other things to say, but we'll let it go. We'll let it go for now. It's just really good to see you all here. I love you all so very much. And, you know, hold the line and let's keep going with this. Summertime's coming, and it's going to happen, eh? It's going to happen. We're like waves on the beach, man. You know? Water, we're like water, pounding the rocks, you know, attrition, they will break down and they will turn to sand. You know, we are the immune system. We are the white blood cells, and we will take them out. I got my eye on Justin Trudeau, eh? I got my eye on John Horgan. You know, I got my eye on Bonnie Henry, and you know what? I'm coming after him, eh? And I'm not holding any punches. I'm coming after him full blown. You know, no surrender on that. No surrender at all. So, there you go. Yeah, we're gonna sing the Canadian Anthem by Nessie, but I think B's flagging me down here.
Okay, I just have one more thing to say because I wanted to say it for many weeks now. Do you remember that saying from Bonnie Henry? Be calm, be kind, be safe. How about we replace it with be bold, be brave, be fearless?
Hello, beautiful Freedom family. How are we doing today? Are we warm? Are we fed? Are we happy? Most of all, are we free?
Not yet.
In our hearts, we're free, and we will be free. So, gotta think free to be free. That's my personal thoughts. Well, I wrote a little something today. Scott kind of took some of the words there, but I wrote this and posted it today. So I just kind of wanted to read it to you guys. People keep asking what is the point of continuing to do the convoy if the mandates are dropping. Well, it may seem on the surface that they are ending. However, the government has said that they will not be ending the federal mandates, and the provinces are gearing up for digital ID in a cashless society. People are still losing their jobs and having to sell their homes. We have Canadians being held unlawfully as political prisoners, and those who choose pro-choice are not able to leave the country unless they comply with giving up their bodily autonomy. And they're threatening us to bring the mandates back into effect in the fall. We are not done with this until it is all dropped and our freedoms are restored. We are supposed to be a democratic society, and this is anything but democratic. We love everybody and respect other people's choices to choose for themselves for what is right for them. So let's all love, come together, because divided we fall, united we stand. So in saying that, are you guys ready to sing the anthem? I don't really feel ready today, so let's just wing it, shall we? All right. Everybody, help me out here today, okay? Whoa, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee light, the true north, strong and free, from far and wide. Whoa, Canada, we stand on God for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Whoa, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Whoa, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Nessie. She's got a great voice. You have a fantastic voice. Thank God you guys don't have to listen to me. That'd be awful. It was pointed out to me too. These are all individual battles too. Coming together like this in a group setting really re-energizes us and gets us motivated for the upcoming week and whatever other festivities are on the go for each and every one of us during the week. But coming together and re-energizing is really important. But other than that, this is an individual battle. You know, if you have an idea, do it. You know, get some feedback from your friends and peers and do it. You know, you are all leaders, and self-empowerment is what this is all about. I can never stress that enough. Self-empowerment and engaging and doing and taking action, you know, and stop supporting the machine. Pay with cash. You know, I don't know anybody who's planning on paying income tax this year, but there certainly is a way out that by not doing that. You know, why would I want to pay into a corrupt criminal system? So pretty much getting rid of that. You know, that's pretty direct action. Enough is enough.
Mention how good it feels to spend cash. I've been doing it.
Cash is, thank you, Marcel. You know, cash is wonderful. Just keep doing it with cash. You know, it's, yeah, so many positive things. It's untraceable, and boy, if on media, I'm going to get in trouble with this, but I don't really care. Because that's what it's all about, is just being fearless. You know, find that inner strength. Look deep within inside of you and look at your children and look at your grandchildren and look at the children to come and know that it's for them. My childhood was fantastic, and having to be able to supply that at least to the next generations is priceless. So it's not about me, it's not about any of us, it's about the future. It's about that little girl right there. It's about you, darling. You beautiful little thing, right? It's all about them. They deserve the best, and they deserve a free world to be brought up into. So that being said, our first speaker's name is Paul. Paul, are you out there somewhere? Paul, right here. Come on up. Big hand for Paul. Woo! Yeah, look at this guy, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, everybody. You're online there, my brother. There you go.
Wow. I'm a bit emotional to be in front of so many. It's an honor and a privilege to stand with you for freedom. I see in you an army. I see in you men of valor, God's army. It doesn't matter the number. We are here because God is here. God is present. I know because I lived once a life without God. A life without God is an illusion. A life with God, it's the reality. I want to proclaim His name because without Jesus, we are doomed and ruined. And we will spend the eternity away from Him forever and ever. And nobody wants that. And because people forgot about God, we are here now because of this reason. People turn their back to God. I want to salute you in the name of Jesus. I want to tell you and declare we were born free, and we are living as free citizens until we died. It doesn't matter if they put chain on us, we are still free in His name. Our spirit is free forever. This life here is short, but the eternity spent with Jesus, it's long, it's without an end. I want to tell you that I was born in Romania under communism. I grew up as a child with only communism principles and standards. We were taught about Marx, Engels, Lenin. All my life, I was taught to applaud their principles. And they taught us in the school that capitalism is wrong. And capitalism brings ruin to people. And well, when you have this kind of brainwash, then you know you have to choose. So what will you choose? You are under communism, you will choose communism. There's no other option. If you choose something else, you go to prison. So I said, I was young, I was an idealist. I said, I'm gonna fight as a communist against capitalism. And I went to police school, police academy, and to serve the communism, a government of communists. But I was proud because, you know, when you're young, you're an idealist. You want to do something, you want to show something. And that was my first mistakes that I made in my young years. And what struck me, one commander, while all battalions were gathered on the plateau there, said with a big voice, "Listen here, the Communist Party don't need intelligent people. They need good workers, good listeners, the ones who will be submissive." So that was my first struck. I said, even by not knowing God, I said, what does that mean? We need to be fools and stupid? We're not allowed to be intelligent? But there's no other option, so you keep going. And I kept going, and I served the communist government until the 1989, when we had a revolution. Communism was defeated, and we had something else like a jungle. No more standards, no more laws. It was just everyone for himself. It was like the strongest will survive, like in evolution, right? We were taught evolution. You are not allowed to believe in God. There is no God. That's only a fabulation. It's just a lie. So what will you do? Now you have the whole liberty in front of you, and you don't know what to do with it. And I was confused. No more standards, no more laws, no more principles. Everyone was fighting to get rich overnight, and I was very disappointed. I said, is this all that the life can offer? And of course I started drinking and partying, because you don't know, tomorrow you have no future. Maybe tomorrow or maybe today is the last day, so let's drink, party, have many women as you can, and that's life. But it was wrong. My life was coming to an end, and I had a wife and I had a child, and my wife divorced me because, what will you do? You don't live with a drunk and with a one who goes with 3-4 women a day. So I realized this is not good. I said, let me research capitalism. And I started to study religions. And I tried my own strength to change with my own strength. And I failed every time. I failed because there's no power. We don't have power. We are weak. And we are creatures that we will fail. Every time we try to do something, we will fail because there's no power. Until my mother told me, come to the church. I said, Mom, there's nothing for me there. Like, I knew you cannot go partying, you cannot go drinking, you cannot have women. I'm not a saint. I'm not gonna be a saint. But my mom insisted. And I had to see, okay, if this is the last one, I'll try this one. And I went to the church, and I heard the preacher saying, let's judge ourselves. The Lord says, if your sins will be red like red, they will be white as snow. And I was struck, like a lightning went through my heart. And that was the moment I changed my life. And since then, I'm a different man, because the Lord was with me. Even though I went through the valley of shadow of death, He was there with me. And I realized he wanted something better for me. And we came to Canada. I left that country. 1 month before I left Romania, I went into reserves and I said, I'm not going to regret this jungle. There was no country there. It was something different, but no country. It was a total chaos and a lot of corruption. I came to Canada and I said, wow, is this a blessing? The Lord blessed me. Freedom. The problem starts here. I started to tell Canadians my story. And I told them, you have freedom here. Are you realizing? You're living in freedom and prosperity? And they started to look at me like, so weird. You're not realizing. I said, fight for this freedom. Keep the freedom, maintain it. Otherwise, you will be slaves, like I was once. But when you talk to uninformed and unsophisticated people, or let me say ignorant, they don't listen. They don't want to understand. It's like, are you coming from there and you try to tell me what freedom is? Oh yes, I try to, because look, where are we today? I was in Ottawa. I didn't tell you that. I'm telling you right now. I went from BC to Montreal, and after 2 days, I heard another friend, another Romanian, call me. He said, did you hear there's a convoy going to Ottawa? I said, what? Say it again. There's a convoy going to Ottawa starting from BC. I'm going. I suffered for 2 years seeing what's happening to this country. I said, what's going on? Where are the patriots?
Yes.
You are the patriots. You are the ones sacrificing for freedom. And I said, finally, I took a decision upon myself. My wife was upset. I didn't ask her, and I didn't ask for her permission. And she was upset, and I said, well, I'm sorry, but I have to be there. I cannot miss this. If I will miss this, I will be sick all my life. I cannot be a healthy man anymore. I have to go there. I have to fight for this freedom. I know what tyranny means. Tyranny is unreasonable. And they took advantage. These little politicians, they think they're big. They think they're great. No, they're like mice. No, we are the great ones. You know why? Because we understand what being low means. Once you're low and you have open eyes and receptive hearts, you are open to the voice of God. Amen. And when you hear the voice of God, if you read the Bible, you know all the men and women in the Bible, those are the heroes of the past. And today, you who are having your hearts open and receptive, you are the heroes of today.
Yes.
And I'm honored to be among you. In Ottawa, I got there on February 11. I was right there in front of the Parliament on Wellington Street. And we had a trailer full of food for the whole participants. And they accused us that we stole food from the homeless. That's how shameless they were. We had food to feed thousands of people, tens of thousands.
We just got another lady.
So it was great. We had a lot of patriots there, and I learned great lessons. And I finally said, for many years, I'm here since '97. I said, finally, I'm proud to be a Canadian. Finally. I felt it finally. This is the spirit I wanted to see in Canada. This is the spirit that will bring Canada back where it once was. For 2 years, we were prisoners. And I'm telling you right now, it's shocking what I'm gonna tell you. We never lived under communism what we lived here in the last 2 years. Never. So, this is a combination of communism, Nazism, fascism, and Satanism. You don't want to live like this. And I sat there for 3 weeks, live free or die. A life of slavery is not worth living. So, what else can I tell you? Among other stories, I met one guy, 68, 67 years old, and he said, I wanted to commit suicide. I have kids, I have grandkids, I cannot help them. I felt powerless. But now, when I heard that you are coming, I came back to life and now I'm living. I was almost ready to take my life. So many other stories like this. So many people full of love. The patriotism was displayed there, and the symbol of freedom was right there on that street. That's why they closed it. That's why they brought the mercenaries. So I think you are among the God's army. You are the ones ready to go to fight. And I will go with you on every field that's full of guns. I know you will never abandon me. So God bless you, and God bless Canada. Never give up, never give in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. What a story. What a story. So much to learn. We appreciate that. Thank you, Paul. That's awesome. We need to hear more stories like that. Thank you. Okay, we have another speaker, but first off, I want to point out we've got some more Americans that have showed up to the border. Woo! Let's welcome them. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pass the mic off to Cindy, and she's got another message for you guys, and then we're going to get into some stuff with the Americans.
Hey guys, what do we want? When do we want it? You got that. And I just want to say, for my personal reality, we are all God. And we are all creating in this moment. And we are all creating freedom by being in love and unity. I love this whole movement for staying true to that. So I've just been writing for my freedom groups and endeavoring to keep us all inspired, even while the cognitive dissonance and confusion reigns around us. So I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff that I've been writing. So basically, you don't arrive at a new earth, it arrives through you. You are more powerful than you know, and they fear the day you discover it. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change some things, you need to build a new reality that makes the existing reality mode obsolete. So this is a model of being who we truly are, which is human, which is loving, which is united, which is equal, which is undivisible, regardless of what you call source energy, be it God, be it Kali, be it Allah. It's all the energy that makes us all get up in the morning and want to hug and love each other. So love is the new model. Self-responsibility is the way forward. Let us take our focus off of man and money and put it back in the heart where it belongs. We are the way showers. Love them all for taking on the role of waking up humanity. It is to us to see the failure of the old model and insist on human equity around the world. No more ignoring human suffering for comfort and convenience. What do you want the new normal to look like? I say love like the sun. It shines on all. You know, as spirits, we created the embodiment in collaboration with the elemental and telluric substance of the earth. It took eons to create the brilliance we now enjoy. This self-learning DNA within which is recorded the journey of the soul. We are so much more interesting than we know. We are affected by the stars because we are built of star stuff. The embodiment got overtaken by our survival nature long ago. The productive ego warring for existence. Now, as spirit returns and frequencies rise, we are being called upon to remember wholeness. That is why the spirit of love and unity are rising. It is our true nature. We are creators in spirit. We were herded into consuming a false reality by ego. This is the turning point from involution to evolution. We have gone as deeply into separation and material as we needed to go. Take heart, freedom lovers. Our time has come. Love, peace, unity, these are the energies of the dawning reality. Their power may be invisible, yet they are a power beyond measure. Our focus is love, peace, and unity, and they are having its effect. All that is occurring on earth is a wake-up call. A change is inevitable. Hold the faith, live the truth, trust the love. Together we rise. You are never alone, for always are you held by wings immortal and the glory of self-love. We are the way, the path, the light. Hold the line, be inspired by spring. Sow your seeds and know the garden of life is bountiful. You know, and use your creative power to express out there and be the world we want to be in. This is a time of shadow, but we are going to come out of it, and we're going to come out of it stronger, more loving, and able to really live who we are. And part of taking responsibility is really thinking about what kind of choices do we want to make in the future? Do we want to have a choice about who runs the show? And I think this last spell has really shown us that we've got to stop holding our nose and voting, and we've got to stand up and get a reality together that is by the people, for the people, so that the next time we actually get to express democracy instead of just another tyrant from the oligarchy. So, yeah, what do we want? When do we want it? Let's do it, people. We got this.
Thank you, Cindy. Awesome. Right on. Okay. We have a performance from the Americans, right? Is that what's going on right now? Do you want to sing it first? Oh. All right. Never mind. You have a performance from me. We're going to do the American Anthem again. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Is everybody learning the lyrics to the American Anthem? I mean, I've almost got them perfect. Everybody learning it? Yeah? Okay, I expect you to sing. I want to hear your voices. All right, let's look at the Americans. Let's sing to them. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we'd watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, Leah has a little message. She says, imagine the world that you want and feel it in your heart. She's going to be doing a production with her flags over here, so let's give her a round of applause. Woo! Thank you, Leah. Thank you, guys. That was beautiful. Thank you. All right. I just want to say a quick little thing. So the American side, next week we have a live band, and then the week after we have another one. On April 2nd, they're planning to fill up their entire side. So they had some previous obligations in the States today. They had some other stuff. You know, they're coming together over there. We got a few more months of tyranny than they have, so we've had a little time to put our side together, and they're working on it. They're going to grow, aren't you, Leah? You're going to grow and grow. Yeah, we look forward to come down and support. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to have a bit of a music break and maybe get some food.